In this video, we'll review your options for adding documentation to a client's chart that isn't associated with a specific appointment. To begin, let's open the client profile by searching for the client in the search bar. When you click on the client's name, the client profile opens to the Overview tab. This is a chronological running list of their appointments, progress notes, and documentation. You also have several options to add non-session documentation. At the top, you can add a chart note or click to add an administrative note. You can also click New to create a diagnosis and treatment plan, including Wiley treatment planners, a good faith estimate, a mental status exam, or to send a scored measure. You can create other documents using templates from your template library, which could include safety plans and discharge summaries. When writing documentation, the text box has several options for formatting text. You can also click the lightning bolt icon to create a custom snippet. This is a way to save commonly used text or phrases and then insert them into the note to save time. Click the link on screen to learn more about snippets. Let's review each documentation type in more detail. Chart notes. To add a chart note, simply type in this box, set the date, and click Add Note. You can pin a chart note to the top of the client's record by setting the date to sometime in the future. Since the client's record is organized chronologically, the chart note will stay at the top. Administrative notes. Above the chart note box is a button to add an administrative note. An administrative note functions just like a sticky note that you'd put on a client's file for your staff. They allow you to leave a note on a client's profile that is not part of the medical record so that you and your non-clinician staff can view it. Any team member with access to the client's profile will be able to view, edit, and delete notes. This means that your schedulers or billers can view this note and add their own without having access to the client's full clinical record. As an example, I'll add a reminder to call this client. From the Client Overview page, click New, and then select a Diagnosis and Treatment Plan. First, search for the ICD-10 code. Click the plus sign if you'd like to add multiple diagnoses, or if you don't need to enter a diagnosis, click Save. In the Treatment Plan section, you can select a basic treatment plan or advanced treatment plan, which gives you more areas to enter information. The Wiley Treatment Planner option will only be available for diagnoses that have Wiley data associated with them. You can complete the information needed using the planners for guidance. Skipping to the end will save and then electronically sign and lock. Now, this diagnosis and treatment plan will be available to reference at any time on the Progress Note page. Good Faith Estimate. The Good Faith Estimate provision of the No Surprises Act is designed to give clients an estimate of how much they'll be charged for the healthcare services they'll be receiving prior to their appointment. To learn more about how and when to create a good faith estimate, click the link on screen. Returning to the Client Overview page, the next option on the new button is Mental Status Exam. This is an easy way to quickly create an MSE and assign it a date and time. Scored Measure. Scored measures are self-report assessment tools that can be used to screen for mental health conditions and evaluate treatment progress. You can now automatically send scored measures like the GAD-7, PHQ-9, and PCL-5 to your clients on a recurring basis. Click the link on screen to learn more. Other documents. On the Other Documents page, you can click the drop-down at the top to select from templates that you've added to your account from the template library. To learn more about adding templates to this list, click the link on screen. You can click Documentation History in the top right corner to view any past documentation for the client. After completing the document, assign a date and time and check the box for Include Diagnosis Code on the printed document to include the diagnosis code on the PDF version of this other document, and click Save. You can download, print, or sign it with an electronic signature. Sharing an other document with a client for e-signature. After signing and locking a document, you can share it with a client or contact so they can electronically sign it. To do this, while viewing the document, click Sign and Sign and Lock. Next, click Share and review the information being sent. Click Continue to email. The email content can be edited manually, or you can customize the default content by following the instructions in Customizing Email Reminders. Review the content of the email and choose Continue to Review, then Share and Send Now. You can view the status of an other document that's been sent for signature on the Client's Files tab. After the client signs the document, their signature will also be displayed below the providers in the Signature section.